All right, hi guys. So this one is just a kind of something that I add on into my classes whenever I feel the need to enhance what I'm doing with the footwork, is get the lower leg stuff. So all of this calf musculature, your peroneal, your anterior tibialis, some really good stuff that you can hit with a tennis ball. So a couple of really good things. Obviously, starting off with a tennis ball, I usually start right at the base where the bulk of the calf kind of starts a little bit. Sorry, I look really ghosty in this light. I have no color in my skin. But yeah, you're starting from the center and you just kind of like feel around for it. The whole thing is you got to make sure your foot is relaxed. If you see people kind of doing this thing as they're going into it, you're just kind of tensing up the musculature in a way that maybe is going to prevent you from going very deep. It's not going to hurt you, but it's much better to just keep everything nice and limp. You will find as you're going up and down all of this area through the back and get the inside and the outside of the calf, you're gonna find most people have a lot of pain once they get into the inside of the calf right there. This is a really hard area for most people. It's anatomically, this part of the gastroc head is really hard to actually get. And it's also really hard to relax. So they may actually experience a little soreness afterwards because there's a lot of adhesion that ends up getting broken up in that particular area. Just make sure it's nice and relaxed and work deep and breathe, because that's a tender area. But then also some other ones that maybe are not as well known. Your peroneal muscle goes down the side. If you feel this part of the bone of your knee, that's your fibular head. You're looking through all the way down behind it as you go all the way down behind the ankle joint, and the peroneal actually goes all the way through beneath the foot all the way to the opposite end in the metatarsal right at the ball of the foot. So this is a common area for tendonitis for a lot of people who are very active. So what I do for this one is I will have them sit whatever's comfortable and just find that bone, the fibula, and find and trace the back of it. You can either do it manually or you can actually sit on it. This is a really nice way to kind of get them to relax the foot and get all the way down to the base where that tendonitis area usually tends to happen. Just going all the way and tracing that muscle. The last one is anterior tibialis. I usually do this one manually, is I just kind of take the tennis ball, and so you have your shin bone, you can feel it right in the front. All of that musculature on the outside of it, the lateral portion, that's your anterior tibialis. This is a muscle that's anatomically impossible to stretch because in order to stretch it, you'd be pointing your foot as hard as you can, but you hit bone on bone before you get there. So it holds a lot of tension. Ask anybody with shin splints. They know exactly what I'm talking about. By the way, if you have shin splints, I would be very careful with this one. But this is a really good one to get manually. You can also do this one, putting the tennis ball, you can do this with a roller too, putting the tennis ball on the floor, go into all four positions, all fours with it kind of like crossed, and then you just keep most of your weight in your hand and let this leg be really lazy. I'm not pushing into the floor, you definitely don't want to do that. But you're just kind of like letting the weight of the leg roll along with the tennis ball as it traces along the outside. So 3 great ways to roll out your lower leg. Some really good stuff. This actually makes me feel really relaxed all the way throughout my body when I do this, when I do a full series with that and some foot rolling. It's good stuff. So feel free to comment if you have any requests or anything else that you'd like for me to kind of dive into. I'm happy to do that. I'm always here. Take care. Bye.